She's a cat, she's the next biggest thing. She's a feline who has talent, she can act, dance, and sing. But for now, she's here slinging advice, and she'll answer all your questions if you ask her real nice. Dear Tippy.
Hello there, my weary winter wanderers. 'Tis Tippy here with some New Year's cheer. First up, ClayFishy asks, what was it like before you met your owners and fellow cats in your house? At the same time, Animax4444 asks, do you have any brothers or sisters? Well, to answer both of your questions, I shall give you a brief recitation of my life before I came here. I grew up in Passaic, New Jersey as one of 3 females in a litter of 6. I have 2 older sisters, Marcia and Jan, and 3 brothers, Greg, Peter, and Bobby. Our father was stationed in Afghanistan, or Newark, one of the 2, I always get them confused. So we were raised by my mother and her spinster sister, Alice. When I was 3 months old, my mother began to feel the housing crunch and suggested I come to live here with her cousin, since this would be a much better neighborhood for me to grow up in. But as we all know, this is just a stepping stone for me. Which brings me to my next question from warriorsimpson, who asks, what life would you rather have? This life or a real fancy life? Well, gee, that's a really tough question. Not. Of course I want the fancy life. Unless you're referring to the lead character from Reba McEntire's classic hit Fancy, who led a life of leisure by bartering her body like a bimbo. That's not for me, no. And while I really want to move to Hollywood someday and become a big star, there are some rather nice perks to living here as well. Which brings me to my final question of this episode from Spazmaz1099, who asks, do you enjoy a good back massage like my cat baby, or a tummy rub like my Mr. Adventure? Well, to be honest, I much prefer a back massage to a tummy rub anytime, as a lady never likes to be reminded she even has a tummy, let alone allowing someone to publicly jiggle it back and forth. Oh! But the great thing about living here is that I have an in-house masseur on call 24/7. All I have to do is say the word meow, and he springs into action. Meow. There, that's better. That feels good. Anyway, as a reward, I like to lick his finger, and then bite it a little. It makes him giggle. See? Okay, that's it for now. See you on the other side of the tuna can.
She's a cat, she's the next biggest thing. She's a feline who has talent, she can act, dance, and sing. But for now, she's here slinging advice, and she'll answer all your questions if you ask her real nice. Dear Tippy.